So here it is, and it's sewn from here to here. So now I have to turn it right side out. You're just going to have to put up with seeing the thing because I can't figure it out. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it right side out, and I'm going to fold this seam about 1/2 inch down. See, this is the opening. Okay, so then we're going to take it to the sewing machine, and we're going to sew this a top stitch right here, but we can't sew both layers. You got to do it like this. I'll go to the sewing machine and show you. I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. I'm going to try to show you at the sewing machine. I just wish I could have somewhere to sit this camera. So I'm going to put it at the sewing machine like this. Put my needle in. I have to pull this other side. Oh, well, I don't have it in. Hang on. Okay, so I have my needle. I have to pull this underside out from under it. You almost have to turn it wrong side out again. You can turn it this way. It's just so you don't catch the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to top stitch this. If I can't do it with one hand, hang on. Okay, see how I got this turned like a tube? I'm just doing that one seam. This is the tricky part. You just have to make sure you don't sew the other side. Okay, let me lay it down. So now I want to fold it on that fold again. So here it is. It has a top stitch right here. Okay, so now I'm going to put my piece of aluminum foil, and this is my piece of aluminum foil. It's just a 5x5 square, and I folded it and folded it and folded it until it's about this size, which is going to fit right up in here. So now, let me see if I can do this one-handed. I'm going to fold this up in here, put this up in here. Really hard with one hand. I need somebody doing this camera with me. Okay, so I'm going to feel in here and make sure this thing is about equal on each side. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here and sew again. And see, I can feel where it's at. So I'm going to, I let it catch it if you can hear it. Well, you couldn't hear it, but I caught it a little bit. That way it won't slide around. Okay, so now my aluminum foil is in there for my wire. But see, this flap is still got a raw edge because I turned it under too much. So I'm going to go and top stitch that top thing down. If you get that closer, you don't have to do this second stitch, but I didn't. So now you have your wire in, This is close, but you don't need to get there. This is open, so if you want to put a liner in there, you'll have a pocket. And now I'm just going to top stitch. I don't think I told you this in the instructions. It just makes it neater if you top stitch all the way around the 3 sides. So now you have a piece that's stitched all around here. You got your aluminum foil in here. You have a pocket here. Now you're going to go to the ironing board and we're going to press it again. I just press it out flat. Then I'm going to flip it over to the right side. I'm going to make my 3 tucks. Now this is going to be a trick, one-handed. Hang on, I'm going to tuck them and then I'll show it to you. 1 down at the bottom, 1 in the middle, and 1 towards about 1.5 inches towards the top. So it's going to look like this. And now I'm going to press it and starch it. Hang on. It just makes it lay better if I starch it. So see, it's laying right here. Here's my 3 folds. Now I'm going to go to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew here and here just to hold it into place. Just makes it easier to hold it in place than to try to knot. Okay. Now you can flip it over, but you have to be careful. I just sometimes go over here. You're just going to go towards the edge. We're just tacking that down. Okay, so now we have a mask with the pocket is in the back here. And we have it all down. Now I'm going to flip it over to here's the pocket side is up. And here's my 2-inch strip. Well, if I can even get it apart. I just make random sizes. I'm going to lay it on this edge of the thing and I'm going to turn over about 1.5 inches towards the back. Just makes it easier if you have a bigger piece than just like a 1/2 inch. And now I'm going to start sewing. I get that about that far and see my piece is straight on here. I'm going to cut this off. About 1.5 inches or so. And I'm going to flip this under. You want to make it even here and make sure it's not tucked. And I'm going to continue sewing. Okay, I'm just going to show you one side because the other side you do exactly the same way. So now I'm going to unroll this. Now this is turned over. This is the front of the mask, see? And this is all turned under. Now you can go to the, I missed some because I'm doing this video. Hang on a second. Okay, it's supposed to look like this. See, it's caught here. This is where we sewed it. I flipped it right side out. Okay, now you can press that, but I don't because it takes too much time. Now I'm going to fold this up to meet. I'm going to go press it just because I'm one-handing it. Hang on. I'm a really good video person. Okay. Now if you can see, I'll show you here. I'm just pressing it because I'm doing it one-handed. Okay, you can see right here is the edge of the mask. I'm just going to fold this up here to right to the edge of the mask. So that gives me plenty of space to turn this up. I just found this is easier than trying to use a safety pin and pull it through. So here it is at the sewing machine. I'm going to lay my elastic right here, and I'm going to flip this over. You have, if you made that 2 inches, you got plenty of room. And mine isn't going to be completely straight because I'm doing it one-handed. Now I'm going to go right along this edge. And I usually do a little back stitch so that when you use the elastic, it won't pull the stitches out. You got to stay on the thing. I'm having a hard time one-handed. Okay, I did a little back stitch there. So now this is what it looks like. And your elastic's in your thing. You have your binding on. This is what it looks like from the back. So then I take the elastic, which is going to be really hard one-handed. If you make it long enough, I suppose you could tie it, but I don't make it long enough. I'm saving the elastic. I have to pin this. Hang on. Okay, here's my elastic. I don't usually pin it, but I'm, and there it is. It's about a 1/2 inch overlap. And over here, I go to, I don't know how. Okay, this right here, zigzag with the little spaces in between, that means it's for zigzag for stretch. So if you hit that, it's number 11, I believe, on our screen. But that's going to do a zigzag for stretch. Now, sometimes my machine works really well on it, and sometimes it does not. But let me see if I can, which I have to take the pin out, but I'm going to put my needle down and my foot down, and see it's just onto the elastic. Well, if I could find the pin to get it out of there. Hang on a second. Okay, now it probably won't work because I'm doing this one hand and I don't have it caught. Hang on. Pressure. I'm on video, it's pressure. Okay, let me see if it'll work. Sometimes it doesn't want to move and I have to help it. Okay, so see, this is stitched, got lots of threads on it, but I cut them threads out. I'm not going to right now, but I pull that elastic around and it goes in that slit, so it's in the middle. And you turn your elastic back to the back, and that's it. This is the top. Mine's not perfect because I'm doing it one-handed, but so then the wire is up here, so when you put it on, it'll fold down to your nose. And your folds are going down, and that's all there is to it. I hope this video helped.